Action.
All right, hello everyone. My name is Ruben, and I'll be walking us through the ClearChain stock settlement and clearing dApp that we've organized. I'll let the other members to hop in when we get to their slides. So I'm going to start us off here by first talking about what is ClearChain. Essentially, what ClearChain is, it's a dApp that we're proposing, which is going to be providing faster clearing and settlement for stock trades, and it's going to update us from the traditional T+2 clearing times. This is going to allow for faster funds and allow traders to track the turnover of their securities and other securities in the market, because it'll be a public distributed ledger. Establishing the network in a decentralized way removes the need for self-regulatory organizations, such as the National Clearing Association. Brokerage firms utilizing ClearChain will be able to generate revenue from the sell orders and trade verification if they're running ClearChain for their clients. And offering that, the transparency and public nature of blockchains will allow other traders then to look at the trade history of a stock and understand the ownership history, average holding periods, and turnover as well, due to the public nature. So this was all stemmed from the problem that we identified, which was that every day traders, retail traders incur trading violations, which place restrictions on their accounts, and this impedes the speed of trading in the markets. It also creates a negative client experience, as many are not familiar with these settlement procedures, and continues to rely upon the traditional T+2 settlement, which we think can be enhanced. Our dApp solves these problems and provides greater liquidity, which will in turn, we believe, tighten spreads and enhance the efficiency of markets. The main benefactors will be millions of retail trading clients and exchanges that can expect to see greater trading volumes due to quicker access of funds. The normal processing fee still stays in the market, but in this way, it'll be redirected to validators rather than the central intermediary. I'll hand it over to Ross.
Thanks, Ruben. So this is an overview of our dApp. So ClearChain would be adopted by individual brokerage firms for their existing customers, but it wouldn't require all brokerage firms to adopt. So individual brokerage firms can elect to use this app. Brokerage customers who have access to a ClearChain UI where they can buy and sell digital equities. And digital equities would need to be issued as ERC20 tokens by companies. The issuance of these equities as ERC20 tokens would be outside the scope of the ClearChain front-end UI dApp. It happens behind the scenes. Brokerages can choose to adopt all or just specific tokens for their customers to be trading, so they don't have to select all ERC20 tokens to be available for their customers.
Okay. So some of the benefits that ClearChain offers is going to be the instant settlement of trades. So instead of using T+2, like I said, we're going to be moving to 1 day. An instant settlement benefit. This benefits auditors and also other investors who like to know what other traders are selling. For instance, in the current model, institutional traders report their trades on a 13F only on a quarterly basis. So with the many trades on the ClearChain would be public, and they'll be able to get tracked by other traders. So this also means that no intermediaries are required to settle brokerage trades. And of course, the T+2 becomes just T. There are some limitations. I'll let Ross go through them.
Yeah, the limitations are just that companies would have to issue these equities themselves, and not all companies might be interested in making digital versions of their stock available to different customers.
Okay. So we have a couple of notes here on our business model. For instance, the value proposition that we're providing is that it reduces stock trading settlement to just 1 day and within minutes, encourages further tokenization of traditional equities to work with the system. The target market is going to be anybody, brokerage firms and their clients who are trading there. And the competitive advantage is that the first firms to utilize this and offer this service to their clients are going to, we expect to see higher account openings and fundings. So there's a competitive advantage to being the first firms to join the system. Like we said, there's still a revenue that is going to be generated. It's going to be a small fee and percentage of sell trades. The settlement fee would be collected through the smart contracts automatically and remitted to the trade validators. And the settlement fee can be adjusted later if we need to change it in the future by consensus. So we have some rough economics here on the the business. What we have here is the different fees that are imposed by different exchanges. In the markets, they can range from hundreds of a penny to thousands of a penny. We took the average of that and took a look at the daily trading volume. If you take a day with 5.3 billion trades at the average fee, we see that the daily trade validation rewards could be about approximately 4.374 million. And so that will be remitted to any of the trade validators rather than going to the National Clearing Association. The expected development costs are going to include the hiring of developers to create this platform, organizing the new market structure amongst all the other brokerage firms and having them buy into this structure, and acquiring the equipment or software needed to run it.
This is a high-level overview of basically the interactions that brokerage customers would have with the ClearChain app. And basically the ClearChain app then makes the interactions with the individual ERC-20 token contracts. So I'll pass it over to Crystal now to do a walkthrough of the code.
Thank you, Ross. So we created our dApp using the truffle development environment and the blockchain development environment of Ganache here in the background. We created two separate tests, one in Solidity and one in JavaScript using the Mocha library. The Solidity test tests the creation of new stocks and the change of ownership, while the JavaScript one interacts with different accounts and by stock checks to see if the user account was created when they first initially buy some, and making sure that the transaction went through our buy request. And I'm going to pass it off to Tavis to explain the contracts.
Thanks, Crystal. So the core of the app is built around 3 smart contracts: transfer, company, and user. The transfer contract is the main contract that the front end interacts with, and it is responsible for managing the user and company contracts. There's a company contract, which essentially functions as the ERC-20 tokens that companies create. They are mutable by the company that created them, which is going to be associated with the public address from the private wallet that created it. And then likewise, user accounts are associated with whichever wallet happened to come in and create the account in the first place. So as long as you have your wallet, you have your account. Yep, and all code, like I said, runs through the transfer contract. So the interactions with the user and the company contracts are hidden behind this transfer contract. So the UI and all users only interact with one, and it takes care of everything else behind the scenes.
All right, thank you so much. And that was our presentation.